So M3GAN 2.0 is the sequel to the surprising 2022 box office hit, M3GAN. The film is once again directed by Gerard Johnstone and it stars Allison Williams, Violet McGraw, Jenna Davis, and Ivana Sakno. 2 years after the events of M3GAN, an AI android known as Amelia goes rogue and embarks on a murderous rampage. Hoping to stop Amelia, Gemma decides to resurrect M3GAN, making her faster, stronger, and more lethal. When that first M3GAN film came out back in 2022, I was genuinely surprised at how good it was. Cause the trailers did not do that film justice. It looked like it was going to be a fun bad movie, but it ended up being a fun good movie. And given its box office performance, a sequel was inevitable. But there is nothing that could have prepared me for the direction this sequel takes. Going from horror to action is kinda crazy. However, I was on board with it. And after seeing M3GAN 2.0, it's okay. I wasn't really that impressed with this installment, to be honest. However, I still do like the character of M3GAN. Personally, I think M3GAN is one of the more interesting and more colorful horror figures that we've gotten in recent years. She's funny, charismatic, sassy, and also still terrifying. Like, she can crack a joke in a serious situation, but also punch the air out of your lungs at the same time. I treat this movie the same way I treat Ms. Marvel. I'm more fascinated with the character than the actual project. I do hope M3GAN returns in the future, but under a better story. To me, the story was weak, paper thin, and very predictable. There is a plot twist in the third act, and honest to God, I feel like anyone and their mother could have saw that coming. I don't know if I'm being an asshole, but like, guys, the red flags were there. How could you have not known? How could you have not seen that coming? I was not expecting a groundbreaking story, but also at least try to make something decent. But I can admit, those action scenes were pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie. The choreography was great, the camera work was great for the most part. They did put a lot of effort into the action, so I will give them that. At least this movie delivers on that, but we don't really see it until like around the second to third act, but it was pretty cool on screen, I can't lie. I thought Amelia was okay, but I kind of wanted them to do more with her. I feel like there was a lot of potential with her character, but the film doesn't take it any further. If anything, her motives was very surface leveled. Outside of M3GAN herself, I didn't really care for any of the characters. Their performances were fine, but I feel like the characters didn't really do anything to make me feel any sort of connection to them. I'm not gonna say they were just there, but I feel like they were kind of just along for the ride. I wish the film did more with both M3GAN and Katie's friendship. From what I remember in the first film, their friendship was one of the best parts, but then M3GAN turned evil and that friendship was diminished. And it's introduced back in here, but the film doesn't really do anything with that. If anything, the movie takes their friendship and dangles it in front of us like a bunch of keys, and then just throws it in the dumpster. And of course, there is some exposition dump, which I feel like the exposition dump isn't as bad in this film compared to others. But guys, in the end, M3GAN 2.0 is just okay. M3GAN 2.0 is not a movie you really need to rush to the theaters to go see. In fact, if someone told me they'd rather wait for it to come on streaming, I wouldn't get mad at that. I was really rooting for this movie, but in the end, I think I'm good off this. So plugging M3GAN 2.0 into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pass zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for M3GAN 2.0. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What is a horror movie that you saw that ended up being a surprise? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.